In our last episode, we arrived in Seguin, Texas, and we're staying at the Rivershade RV Park for a month to tackle some repairs and video editing. In this episode, we encounter some unfortunate realities of truck camper life while giving our camper some much-needed maintenance.
Hey everybody, we're still in Seguin, Texas. Our original plan was to only be here for about 4 weeks. We have been here over 2.5 months. Before we got to Seguin, we had a small black tank leak. We lifted the camper off the truck, raised it all the way in the air to work on it. One of the front legs shifted. It threw the camper weight and our camper started tipping over. And all we could do was just stare, watching our dreams fall to the ground.
Wherever I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go, no matter who knows anything about me now. I'm ready to see what life's got for me. I got one thing left to say.
As I mentioned earlier, we have a bit of a stinky task to tackle. This is our temporary solution. We replaced our black tank valves before heading on this journey, but we are by no means experts at anything camper related. It's all a huge learning experience for us.
The nice thing about having a 90 with a screw-on attachment is we don't have to worry about it anymore. Once this gets locked in here, we're done. So this is what I love about RV living. Everybody's so willing to help, and so these guys, maintenance guys down here, let me borrow their tools and get all set up. It's pretty nice of them. They've been really helpful around here, so thank you, Texas.
I lowered the whole back side of the camper to drain the septic. That way it'd be nice and clean when I worked on it. In the process of lowering the back side of the camper, something shifted. The whole camper ended up twisting on its axis and leaning over roughly 15 degrees. And I thought it was going all the way over. I was standing back with the wireless controller, my mouth on my jaw on the floor, basically going, no!
We both just went.
Yeah, I was terrified. I saw all of our dreams going up in smoke. So luckily it stopped though, but it did damage the leg. The front passenger leg was bent all the way underneath it, and it was beyond repair. Unfortunately, the company that made those jacks went out of business in 2008, so we had to order all new jack systems. So that meant 4 new jacks, new brackets, and a new control module, new wireless controller, the whole 9 yards. That also meant that the brackets didn't line up right, so I had to re-engineer new brackets. I had to hire the machine shop here in town to make those brackets for me, and boy did they take their time doing that. But we got it done, everything's good, and now we have the added benefit of the slide out is actually on the wireless controller, which is a big bonus.
So up until now we just have a little key we turn and the slide goes in and out. You actually have to get in the camper and do that. But lately we've had a problem with our slide kind of coming out around corners, so we can now move it back in while we're in the cab driving. So that'll be nice.
If you've been following our journey, you may remember our paddleboard flying off our roof on the freeway. If you're just joining us, check out episode 27. Today we're assessing and repairing the damage.
Healed up a lot.
We need to get sponsored by SolarRez. It is a fiber fill resin that is cured by UV rays. It's great for people like us that like to destroy boards. Go in the shade somewhere, or right now there's a cloud passing by, so that works too. You sand down your area that you need to repair, lay down your SolarRez. When the sun comes out and hits it, wait about 10 minutes or so, and it should harden, and then you smooth it out with some sandpaper and go back to having fun.
Almost like new.
Just like new. And it even works when your board flies off your truck going down the freeway. So one of the best parts about staying in a big RV park like this is we can order Amazon. This morning we woke up to a full table full of boxes that we ordered from Amazon. So let's see what we got. We decided to take it upon ourselves to pimp out our RV while we're here. We got a new remote for the Fantastic fan because our old one got wet. We got our slackline kit because when we were in Santa Monica, we saw a bunch of people slacklining, and we kind of thought it would be a fun way to stay in shape. Ooh, I know what this is. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. With that fancy new projector, we're gonna store it outdoors. And last but not least, I got a new fan. So this one, we can keep this open while it's raining, which we've ran into situations where it's hot in the camper, we need a breeze, but you can't turn the fan on because it's raining. You know, down here in the south, it's actually warm while it's raining. We're used to it being cold while it's raining because we're from the northwest. Bonus, we're gonna get to do a side-by-side comparison of the premium Fantastic fan and the premium Max fan, which are two huge competitors. We'll let you know how that works out.
What are we gonna watch?
Oh, we're watching the original Bill and Ted 1.
Who's your little friend?
Oh, that's Larry the praying mantis.
Hi,
He's helping me
Larry.
work.
Hi, Larry.
He's really good at video editing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he can splice and chop up videos like nobody's business. He's my teacher.
If you misbehave, you bite your head off?
Yep.
Praying mantis versus dog. Praying mantis wins.
Just opened our drawer to get a cutting board out, and there is a mouse in there. Trixie tried to tell us last night. She smelled something in that vent along here, but she wasn't super convincing, so we kind of ignored it. Been chewing on that.
Oh, the electrical. This makes me very unhappy. So, we have a gigantic hole in the side of our camper right now because I had to get into the propane section, and that's where the mouse is getting in. It's gotta be. And I really hope he doesn't start chewing on all my electrical. He's already starting to chew on stuff. This is a real problem. We need to get this taken care of ASAP.
Nothing, Trixie. Did you get hurt? So, baby girl was out last night playing in the field, and she came back gimping. Not really sure what's wrong. She woke up this morning, her toenail is missing on one of her feet, and she's got a swollen paw. So, it goes a little ways up her leg. She's got some redness up to her armpit, so I'm pretty convinced she got her leg stuck in something. Nick was working on the camper, and I was doing laundry, and she was out running around, so, we'll see what happens with her. Ripped off this toenail here. It's pretty gross. She's cleaning it. And then her foot, her paw's a little swollen. You probably can't tell in the camera. Little gimpy, but she's still able to walk. Not the first time this happens. That's why we have pet insurance on her. She's a little bit accident prone, but she's worth it. We're not having a great morning though. We woke up and we still have a mouse. We put a bunch of those fresh cabs everywhere. Our camper smells great. But our visitor's still here. And then this morning it chewed on some more stuff in our bathroom, so Nick's gonna go get some sticky traps. We don't like to do that, but we can't have him in our house. We've got too many wires in the wall, and right now our all of our wires are exposed because we're waiting on our legs to be in, so there's a big hole in our wall. So his anxiety's high. It's gonna be a crazy day. Found our little culprit. We made some eye contact. He's in our bathroom right now.
This is what we're dealing with. All of our stuff is being eaten right now by a mouse. This is not working for me. I don't like this at all. I've got, look at this. Got a giant hole in the side of the camper, and I can't put this back together until I get the brackets back from the machine shop, and they don't show up to work. They said they were gonna have this done 3-4 days ago. Now we've got a cold front moving in. It's cold. It's nice and warm in the camper. Guess where the critters are gonna go? right up this propane hose. Right there. Big old welcome sign. Come on in. This is really freaking me out.
Hear you. Oh, I got her.
Now that we've caught and disposed of our little furry friend, I get to sanitize everything that she's been in, since there's poop everywhere and mice can carry something called leptospirosis, which comes from wild animal urine. The only thing that kills is bleach. Trixie's actually vaccinated against it, but we're not. So I'm bleaching everything in the bathroom that the mouse has come in contact with, which is uber fun. Swiping everything down with a rag, some gloves, and it's all, I got everything out of the bathroom here on the floor.
Okay, everyone, today is Trading Places Day. Today I'm gonna work on caulking the sides of the camper and Nick's gonna make some videos. How do you feel about that, Nick?
I'm excited to do something different.
You've been working on the camper for 2 months straight. I've been sitting right here for 2 months straight. It's time to trade places. So Trixie keeps taking naps under my ladder and she keeps getting little shavings of old caulking all over her head. Anyway, finished with the back. Did around the door, the windows, the ladder. Now moving on to the side.
Good morning. Projects continue. Look at this. Look at that. Mothers would be ashamed. What are you doing, Jacqueline?
Making thumbnails?
Yes. Killing it. The legs are finished, baby. Look at this. Look at how clean that is. Loving it. Really like how they came together. Looks really good. So the next step, we gotta install the control module. This is the control module for the old one, and this is the control module for the new one. So it's just a matter of changing the wires out and putting the new connectors on, and we'll be in business, man.
Today we're going to tell you why our stay in Seguin, Texas turned into 10.5 weeks.
We had to wait for the jacks to come in the mail, and then we had to wait again because they didn't send the brackets, and then we had to wait again for the machine shop. I mean, there was a whole lot of waiting, and I didn't sit around. I went to work on the camper. I resealed the entire thing, put a new valve in with a 90-degree on the septic.
Placed the air conditioner, the foam around the air conditioner,
Oh,
because
yeah.
ours was squished thin, so it was leaking when it rains.
And I installed the new Max fan.
Our new Max fan.
Which those Max fans are awesome. If you guys are looking into getting different fans for your RV, I highly recommend the Max fan. We have both the Fantastic fan with the remote, and we have the Max fan with the remote, and the Max fan is way better than the Fantastic fan. We've had nothing but problems with that Fantastic fan.
Yeah.
It does work. It's temperamental. The Fantastic fan is in our bathroom, and then the Max fan is in the living room.
We've had the Fantastic for 2 years now.
We actually installed the Fantastic fan immediately when we bought this camper. All right, well, this is it. Our time in Seguin has come to an end. Time to pack all it back up in the camper. It's gonna be a lot of work.
Ready to leave Seguin today. Where are we going, Nick?
We're gonna go up to Leander, visit my buddy Cody at Super Stick Transmissions. He built my transmission and he's gonna adjust my valve lash for me. Then when we're done with that, we're gonna go down to the beach. We never planned to be here this long, but you know what? We couldn't have picked a better spot. This place has been absolutely wonderful. All the staff here have been very helpful to us. They've even let us borrow a lot of their tools and their ladders. So guys, if you're listening, from the bottom of my heart, thank you
River
very
Shade
much.
RV, thumbs up if you're ever
Yeah.
in Seguin, Texas. We highly recommend it. You're right on the lake. Everybody
Man,
here
this
is
place is cool.
wonderful. The weather's been great while we're here. But we're ready to move on.
Yeah, can't wait to get to that beach, man.
Alright.
Later, Gator.
So part of me, I was down and out, and nothing seemed to come my way. Here I go, this time I'll let it go. I never listened to
Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Also, feel free to join us on other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram to stay more up to date. We hope to see y'all back here next Tuesday for some more adventures in
It's
Texas.
been like the pouring rain. Whoa, can't seem to
Come with
find
me,
the
slacker.
feeling.
Get it,
No
Tiger.
matter what you call it.
Oh yeah.
I only know that I
Playing
got
with the
it,
mouse.
that I
That's
got it
hilarious.
bad.
Oh, yeah.